So, oh, sorry about that. Anyway, so I was talking about the last video about moving into my Uncle Mike's house and some of the stuff that happened there. And so, shortly after we moved into that house, there was a boy that I knew from school. So I went to Dr. Andy Hall School, and if I can, I'll put a little thing. It was like a few blocks down the street, something like that. So I just walked to school or ride my bike or whatever. And but I'd met a boy, and he was a paper boy, and so he had a couple paper routes, and he was wanting to get rid of one. And so he was telling me about all the money he made, and I'm in like the 4th grade at this time. And so he showed me he had just bought a pair of Reebok pumps, which were these really expensive shoes back then. And I just thought it'd be cool to have some money so I could buy some stuff. And so he gave me one of his paper routes. And this happened right around Halloween time. I don't remember what year or anything like that. But like so he gives me this paper route. And I had this like 3-wheel bicycle that had a basket on it, and I would ride that up. And so what I would do is after I'd get home from school, I would go home, fold up the papers. If it was raining, I had a little plastic sleeve that they went in, and I would put them on my I had a big paper bag, and then I would go deliver the papers for the day. And so when you're doing all that, you have to go collect the money and everything. And so like I was just saying, the first time I went to go collect the money, it was right as Halloween was happening. There had to been, well, I don't remember how many people it was, but I'd go up and knock on a door and say, "Hi, I'm Mark," and all that stuff, and I'm here to collect for the paper for like the next month and everything. There were so many people that were like, "I have all this candy left over. Would you like some candy?" And you're like, "Sure." And the next thing I know, they're bringing over these like big things and just dumping them into my bag. That had to have happened 7, 8, 9, 10 times. So I ended up with this like huge bag of candy just because it was the right time. But the way it would work is each month you would have so many subscribers. Their paper costed a certain amount of money. And so you had to pay for the papers. And then if you had rubber bands or the little plastic sheets or anything like that that you need, or the covers that for the papers when it was raining, if you had to get any of those, they would drop it off, and then you would collect the money, and whatever difference it was from what it cost you for the papers and what they made or what you made would be the difference. And so I don't really remember how much it was. And then like some people would give you tips and all that stuff. They'd have a couple extra dollars and they'd give you tips. But the thing that I remember about that is I never really got to keep any of that money. When I would make the money, Melody would, as soon as I came back, especially after a couple months, she knew how much money I should have. And so she would take the money and say that everybody else needed it more than I needed it. So that's where the money went. But there were times that I would make a couple extra dollars in tips here or there. And there was like and she knew about how long it was supposed to take me to do the paper route and all that other stuff after I started getting the hang of it. So there was a gas station up the road. I think it was like a Speedway or something like that. And every once in a while, if I had an extra dollar or two, I would run up there and get some candy real quick, and then I would eat it and get rid of the wrapper and everything before I got home. because Melody would shake me down for tips and anything like that. And if I got caught, well, it was a bad day for me. And one of the other things I remember about this time too is, I don't know where they came from, but me and Jeff, so they used to do these baby pictures. I think I gotta see if I still got my baby picture. But it was like the picture right after that you're born that they take at the hospital, and there were $2 bills in there that were like in sequence, still glued together and everything. I had to, and my brother Jeff had to. And one of the things that Melody did that just infuriated me to no end is she took those $2 out of there so that she could buy a pack of cigarettes. Something that she had no right to ever touch, that had been in there for, you know, at that point probably 10, 11, 12 years. That I'm just trying to watch my words, because what I really want to say isn't exactly PG-13 friendly. So, you know, if she wouldn't have took those out of there, those $2 bills would still be in here today. And there was some other stuff that she did along the way that I'd probably still have, but because of her, I'll never see that stuff again. But that's how life goes sometimes. I've got a couple of these I got to edit and put up, and I'm trying to keep this one short because I'm trying to rush back. So I'll do the big update. So today is Thursday, the 9th of January 2025. And yesterday at, if you're going by military time, 13:05, your brother Luka was born. Your brother Luka Alexander. And so he weighed 7 pounds, 12 ounces, and was 21.5 inches tall. So most of the day yesterday was kind of hectic, getting you up, going to school, getting your mom, going to the hospital. Oh, excuse me, your brother being born. So right after he was born, they put him on this little heating pad table thing to kind of wipe him down a little bit and to start measuring him and everything. And one of the first things he did when they set him down is he peed. And then they went to go see how long he was, and he was fighting and kicking and screaming, and they went to go with the little measuring tape to measure him, and he reached up and grabbed it because he wanted to do it himself. And so I got a picture of that, and I'll try to put it up here with the other stuff. But I'm running on about 3 hours of sleep from last night. I stayed with your mom, and you stayed with our neighbors, Miss Norma, Miss Wanda. And he's fine, and Mama's fine. And I went to work today because I had to do all the stuff so I could start my vacation for your brother. And I finally got all that straight, and I'm headed home right now. So this one's a little bit shorter, but I think I'm gonna change the little thing that comes up now, because it's not only you now, Finn. So I'm trying to think about what I want that to be. So big changes are coming, but just know that no matter what, I'll always love you. Bye.